Hi. Testing, testing, testing. Uh, wow. I think someone's taken my PDF and tried to convert it into a PowerPoint. That should say tourism. Okay, this is going to be super interesting. So, Kai, founder and CEO of Cinefly, thank you, QTIC, for the opportunity to present. We're a media tech startup based out of Gold Coast. We're one of the Queensland Government and Advanced Queensland Tourism Challenge winners. So if you don't know the background story, Queensland Government, Queensland Tourism went out to all the tourism businesses and asked them, what are your two biggest challenges? One was enhancing the visitor experience, and the second one was streamlining operations. So we presented and we were awarded a grant out of the Enhancing the Visitor Experience Challenge. And that's what I'm going to be presenting today. All right, next slide. Pat, where are you? Oh, there we go. Okay, so someone's converted our PDF into PowerPoint, so that says vision. So our North Star is to use the power of storytelling for good. We are a media tech company, we specialize in video, but our thinking is that rather than giving you a tool that helps you create better videos, what we focus on is enhancing the experience. Because if we can enhance the visitor experience, they're gonna have a great story to tell, and a video is a memento of that experience. And that's what we focus on. So, oh man. Okay, so the top title there says Ultimate Visitor Experience. So if you were to come up with the most ultimate visitor experience, it would cater for all the various phases of the visitor experience, starting with dreaming and then planning, experiencing, sharing, personalizing, and then going back to dreaming. How would that work? Well, if time and money were no objects, you would contact your agent or your tour guide and you'd say, I'm going away for 3 weeks. I want to go to Ayers Rock. I want to do a bit of a drive tour. I want to go to Cairns. I want to check out the Kuranda Rainforest, Jindarin wool sheds. And it's going to be me, my dog, my wife, my 5 kids. Or it could be me and my partner, or I could be traveling solo. And then they would take the constraints in terms of where I want to go, how much money I want to spend, who I'm traveling with, and they would put an itinerary together. And then I would arrive, and then I'd have my own personal tour guide. If I had my 5 kids with me, perhaps they would get their own personal tour guide. We would go out exploring all these various locations. We'd take loads of snaps, and then I'd have my own personal film crew take all the content and then shape that into a number of different keepsakes that we can keep for ourselves or social videos that we can share. And then after the trip, they'd look at all the stuff that we liked, we didn't like, and then they would personalize it. So next time we wanted to go away, they would know that I'm into adventure sports and maybe my partner's into more kind of chilled out experiences. Next slide. Can anyone read that? Wow, okay, cool, fantastic. We must have some dyslexic people here in the audience. Now, can you go to the previous one? Sorry. Am I supposed to be using this? Probably, right, okay. Here we go. So creating an ultimate visitor experience, you need specialist resources, people, equipment, time, and money. And even if you did have all the resources in the world, a lot of visitors won't be paying the extra money to get their own personal tour guide for themselves, maybe for their kids, and most certainly wouldn't have the money to pay for their own film crew to edit all the content and put it together. From a tourism business or tour operator standpoint, again, it's super cost prohibitive to provide that capability. If you think about visitors, you're not only catering for the type of personalized experience they want, but you may also be catering for a range of different languages, cultures, et cetera, et cetera. So what we've done with Cinefly is we've created a platform that allows anyone with a mobile phone to have their own personalized tour guide. to guide you on where to go, tell you some amazing stories. And all you need to do is point, shoot, press a button, and it creates this amazing video for you on the fly. How this works from a visitor experience, and what's really interesting is the last time I presented this a few months ago, none of this technology was ready. It's all happening right now, which is really exciting. So from a visitor experience, the way that it would work is you would ask the AI tour guide where you were going and what you wanted to do, what your interests were, how much time you had, and it would put a personalized itinerary for you on the fly. So it takes about 1 to 2 minutes to do that. And then based on where you go, the GPS location, the tour guide pops up, tells you something interesting about where you are, and then shows you some really cool clips to take, some shots to take. You take those, you press the button, it automates the post. So it's enhancing your experience in terms of where you're going. Now, the great thing about the AI technology that we're using is that you can change your mind. The weather may not be good, you may not want to go there, maybe you want to go somewhere else. The tour guide adapts on the fly to be able to design an experience for you on the fly. And all the content is user-generated, it's real, it's authentic, and you can share it across all social platforms. From a tourism business or tour operator standpoint, what you're able to do is create itineraries, batch itineraries. So we're working with Outback Queensland. They've got a number of different drive itineraries. We're working with them. And we can effectively take all static itineraries and make them all interactive, again, within minutes. What we found talking to tourism businesses is that they wanted to use Cinefly not only to enhance the visitor experience, but they want to use it internally. So what you're also able to do is use the platform to create storyboards to share your content. Maybe your staff stories, maybe behind the scenes, maybe you're doing some stuff in sustainable tourism, maybe you want to create some training guides. With Cinefly, you can create any number of storyboards, and when you access that storyboard on your phone, it guides you in terms of what to say and how to shoot. So it's like having your own film crew there in the palm of your hand. One thing I should mention is we're geeks, and so we use a lot of data. And so from all the videos that are created, you can put together personas like this. So without getting too geeky, we're able to capture demographic, psychographic, behavioral information, and we're able to then use that to create targeted content. So if you've got visitors exploring your destination, we can use their content and repurpose that to create hype reels or highlight reels. So, user-generated content. Today, video is the most powerful medium on the internet. User-generated content is the holy grail of online video. And the sole reason for that is it's authentic and real. So people prefer to watch video. They trust user-generated video the most. So in terms of where they want to study, where they want to holiday, they will prefer video, but they'll trust user-generated content. And that's what we specialize in, is creating authentic and real content. Just so to summarize, for visitors, Cinefly offers a hyper-personalized experience. You can create your own itinerary on the fly. It helps you become a better storyteller, guides you in terms of where to go, what shots to take. And then at the press of a button, it automates the post-production, so you've got some really great content. You've got all of those features as a tourism business, but obviously you can capture more than just visitor stories or create itineraries for your visitors. You can also capture the story of your business and create content on the fly. And that's it. Thank you for your time.